and it's like 2 a.m. in the morning, and I've got a empty glass of scotch, which is a sad enough story as it is, right? And I am pulling my hair out, which is really kind of weird because I don't have any. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get all this work done. Because Amazon had made a change to the platform, and they send out notifications. I didn't pay much attention to them, but it basically said, you know, you got to make changes to all the titles to be in compliance with our new compliance rules. And I ignored this for a couple of months until I got the email that says, in 14 days, this will be enacted, and all listings that don't comply will be suppressed. And I had 500 listings on Amazon, and I realized, damn, I've got probably like 2 weeks of 16-hour days to get this completed. I could do that, or I could go to Fiverr. Y'all remember Fiverr? It's like 20 now. But 2022 or 23, it was Fiverr. And it was going to cost me between $5 and $6 a piece. And I really didn't have like $2,500 sitting around that I could, do that with at that time. And so there I am, drinking, typing. And I had a friend of mine, he lives in the Philippines, and he was like, did you try ChatGPT? Now ChatGPT had just come out a couple of months. I was like, oh, that's cute. It writes poems and shit. That's okay. That's kind of great. And then had that light bulb moment when I put one in and it spit it out just like I needed it. And literally what I thought was going to take me 2 weeks, 16-hour days, I got done that weekend in 4 hours. That was it. I was totally hooked, which is kind of weird because I have actually been in the AI game, right, since before it was cool. As a matter of fact, IBM brought me in as a small business leader to talk about Watson. And the deal is, 2016, 2017, it just wasn't ready for small business. And it was way too expensive. And they had a really shitty rollout campaign. But all of us were totally enamored with the fact that it beat Ken Jennings. It whipped his ass. You know what I mean? I'm a Jeopardy fan. I can't answer any of the questions, but I love watching the smart people do smart things. And so I had been doing this and been around this for a long time. But then when ChatGPT came out, things kind of changed. So with that, I want to give you a couple of three. It's either one or the other, right? So 3 areas of transformation that you can utilize it in your business. One, of course, is store automation. The other one is visual content creation, which our friend today had showed you some. I'm going to show you another one, and it might impress you. I don't know. Y'all been fed and fat and happy and shit. Y'all probably ready to take a nap. I know I am. And then data analysis. Are you ready? Yes. All right, talk back to me, because here we go. So data analysis. Now, how many of you are data analysts in the room? One. We got one. There we go. I'm not, but our businesses run completely on data. It's all about the data. ChatGPT, these LLMs are great with the data. I'm going to show you that. Another thing I said, content creation. This is going to really slash the time. Oh my God, it's going to be crazy. And then I'm going to talk about the future. And when we talk about the future in AI, the future is like tomorrow. Some crazy shit will come out tomorrow and you'll be like, whoa! And it just keeps coming and keeps coming and keeps, we're on the hockey stick, you know? And all of this for me, really just gonna, you know, it saved me a lot of time. It helped me exit the business last year. And I was not a process person. I didn't have a lot of good processes, you know? I just did what I did. And I finally got AI to kind of look at what I'm doing and then write the processes for me. We can do that now. Have you played with AI Studio from Google? You have? It's pretty dope. It's like being on a Zoom call. And you turn it, you share the screen with it, and it can guide you while you're working. It's crazy where we're at. And that's all free. All right, so let's do a automation demo. A little quick demo, right? So I'm gonna put in my product URL, and then I'm gonna pull some data from ChatGPT and just ask it to do something for me. I don't know if these guys are, I think they're a Miva store. Are these guys a Miva store? Okay, so I put this in, and I just put the prompt in, how can I make this better? If you write nothing down, that is one prompt you should write down. How can I make this better? Matter of fact, every time ChatGPT or Claude gives you a response, you should ask it, how can I make this better? And it will take what it just gave you and make it better. So here it is, how can I make this page better? And I put the URL of the page in, and watch this, man. It just spit out how to improve my product page, how to upgrade the visuals. It's saying more images, more lifestyle shots, right? There's no lifestyle shots on that page. This will help conversion. You add 1%, 1.5% does what? Let you take a vacation once in a while. I mean, seriously, that can be a huge lift, just 0.5%, right? How to improve the product descriptions. It goes on to tell me how to add some customer-centric features in there, like a size chart, the fabric and care instructions. It's going through the page, looking at the page, and giving you analytical advice that we used to pay hundreds of dollars for an analyst to come in and say, you should do this shit. Now you can take a picture of the page and just ask it, how can I make the page better? Would that change the time that you spend every day with your updates? Every month, every year? Okay, not for you. Well, it worked for me. Shit, I liked it. All right? Of course, some SEO stuff that you should put on the page. So we can do all of that literally just by taking a look at your page. Now, the other thing, how many of us take spreadsheets? Don't you love those? No, they're awesome. I like the ones with multiple tabs. Those are the funnest ones. Right, and oh yeah, and then have to make tables from that shit? Oh, man, I could do that all day. Not, right? I literally uploaded a spreadsheet with multiple columns, multiple tabs that was brought down from my Amazon store and uploaded that and asked it to analyze it. That's all I did, say, hey, analyze this data. And it went through the sheet, and all this stuff literally just came out of the, let's see, back it up. Did I have a video on that one? I don't know. I thought I did, maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. But actually, I'll just show you. The visualization right here, it took my data and visualized it, put it in charts, and literally that was done in Claude. Then I took that same data and put it in ChatGPT, and this is what ChatGPT spits out, right? So it's giving me strategies on how to boost next month's sales by 10%. And it's taken in all of my data and given me some actionable results, actionable insights that I can use. as a data analyst for me. It's like, dude, I had no idea. When you said artificial intelligence, I'm like, oh, this shit's kind of intelligent because it can take and see certain things that we would just miss as humans. All right, visual content creation. Cool, I went to Disney's site. How many of you have been to Disney? Nobody? It's a park in Florida. I mean, Jesus Christ, people, you don't know Disney? It's like, I'm teasing. Of course you do. All right, so here's the Disney ears for adults. Because you have to be an adult to have $45 to spend on some fucking ears. What are you kidding me? Yeah. Here's the tool. Hopefully this one will work. Topview.ai. This is one you should take with you. Let's see.
I'm TopView Product Avatar. I can hold your product with just one image. I'm TopView Product Avatar. I can hold your product with just one image. Je suis l'avatar numérique TopView. Je peux tenir votre produit avec juste une image. Soy el avatar digital TopView. Puedo sostener tu producto con solo una imagen.
So I love that. I thought that was so cool, but I'm like, this is bullshit. So I had to try it. So I took those ears, uploaded the picture of the ears, then I took their little highlight pencil, and you're supposed to draw it over their model and show where the product is supposed to sit. I'm like, this is some bullshit. Let's see how stupid this looks. I was like, goddamn. Wow. But then it goes deeper. There's the prompt. It says a woman with a Disney-themed headband and glasses quickly presents the product towards the camera while wearing a professional beige jacket, turns head to show it off. Press enter. 1 minute later, here she goes. I'm like, shit, where'd she get that product from? I don't even know where she got that from, but she turned her head and pulled a product. I was like, that's not I got to change the prompt. But you get the idea. She. She. Okay, we can call it she for now, right? I mean, but AI never saw the back of that headband. And it inferred, basically generated a back for her head. That was, so the reason, because she pulled the product and I didn't put a good prompt in there, but that's why but I mean, look at that. I was like floored. I'm like, dude, how much time and money will that save me from having to put together a photo shoot? So you have to think about this. That is the worst it will ever be. That is the worst AI will ever be. So it only gets better from here, right? So that's pretty cool. Let's take it just a little bit deeper. Here's a Logitech mouse from Amazon. I literally took the URL from that page. 2 minutes later, it gave me this.
Don't buy another mouse before seeing this. Are you a small to medium-handed girly stuck at a desk all day? Wrist pain got you feeling like your hand's gonna fall off? The Logitech Lift is a vertical ergonomic mouse that feels like a hug for your wrist. Imagine silent clicks and super smooth scrolling. No more annoying your coworkers. Plus, you can customize the buttons. It's a total game changer, y'all. This mouse is ergo certified and made with recycled plastic. Save the planet and your wrist. Connect with Bluetooth or Logi Bolt. Battery lasts up to 2 years. Like what? Seriously, treat your hand. Click the link and snag the Logitech Lift now.
Did you believe that that was real? You did? Who gives a shit? That's where you got to be at this point. You're not trying to convince people that it's real. You're trying to show off the product. All of the videos, it just pulled it from the actual listing. All of the content, it generated and wrote it. Now, I could have taken some time with the model and made her lips move at the right pace. I didn't care. Did you care? Were you sitting there going like, is that a real person? You don't really care. You're trying to buy a mouse. Does this mouse work? How long does the battery last? All of those things. You take that, you post that on social, boom, we're in the house. And literally all I did was give it the URL of the page. And it writes all that. Do you understand where we are? You will after these next two people that comes up after me. Because this is where we're going, man. And now we're leaving agentic, we're leading into agentic AI. So basically what agentic AI is now, AI has the ability to do things without you touching anything. All you got to do is tell it what you want, and it goes out and does it for you. While you sit around and eat Cheetos and smoke a blunt. I don't know what you're going to do with your life. I have no idea what we're going to do with our lives in 2 years. Honestly, it's getting that kind of real for me. For the longest time, I was like, this doesn't feel like the future. But all of a sudden, I'm on Star Trek. All I need is a flying car. But I'll get over it. I'll get over that part. So the first kind of thing we've seen is operator inside of ChatGPT, right? It's pretty cool, but you need to be paying them $200 a month to get access to it. I'm not paying that. I did just for the demos and stuff, but I cut it off. Which is, listen, I'm telling you, deep research inside of ChatGPT is fantastic. So if you want to do something like that, bump up the thing for $200, get all the work done that you need, you get 100 passes on that, get it all done, and then turn it back to the $20 a month. I think even at $20 a month now, they're giving you 10 deep research. That one's worth paying for. Operator, it's okay. I'm not all that impressed. However, I'm impressed with Convergence AI. Why am I impressed with that? Because it's basically Operator, but it doesn't cost anything. So it does the same thing. What these things do is they open up their own little browser and they start searching the web and they do all the parts that you were going to do, and it does it autonomously, and they can do it in stream with multiple things going at the same time. So that's what agentic is going to be about. So it's not like, one prompt, get a response, come back in. See, no more of that. I can put one instruction into it, and it can open as many windows and many tabs and all of that, and then bring back the information. It'll send me a notification and say, hey, John, we're done finding your flights. Do you want me to book? That kind of thing. That's where we're going. So Convergence AI, I like. Agent.ai, this is from the guys over at HubSpot. Dharmesh is really into this stuff, so he's one of the first people I know that actually started talking about this. And then, of course, Manus. So if you're in the AI world, this came out this week. See, all of this time, we thought America had a moat. We thought we were the leaders in AI. And then China comes out with DeepSeek, which was, it's not as great, but it's free, and it's open source, and you can actually download it and install it, and it'll run on your servers. So nobody else is taking your data, which is cool. Manus, watch what this.
We see it as the next paradigm of human-machine collaboration, and potentially a glimpse into AGI. Now let me show you Manus in action across 3 completely different tasks. Let's start with an easy one. In this example, we'll ask Manus to help screen resumes. I've just sent Manus a zip file containing 10 resume documents. Since each Manus session has its own computer, it can work like a human. First unzipping the file, then browsing through each resume page by page, and recording important information to documents. Manus works asynchronously in the cloud, which means you can close your laptop anytime, and Manus will notify you when everything is complete. Of course, you can also give Manus new instructions at any time. Here I've sent Manus 5 more resumes. After carefully reading all 15 resumes, Manus provides the ranking suggestions along with candidate profiles and evaluation criteria as supporting materials. This is pretty good, but I prefer a spreadsheet. Let's have Manus create one. Manus has its own knowledge and memory, so it can teach Manus that the next time it handles a similar task, it will deliver a spreadsheet right away.
Pretty impressive, isn't it? I mean, look, I used to get on stage, I think last year I said, hey, AI won't replace you. It might. But I guarantee you that somebody that knows how to use this stuff can actually replace you. This is the time, folks. It's not too late. We're still on the edge of AI. It's still on the edge. I don't know, how much time do I got left? Oh, good, I did it. We're still on the age of AI's birth, right? So here's some implementation for you. For week 1, upload your sales data. Start playing with that, all right? Just do some spreadsheets, play around with it, see what kind of, output it can get, take some action, find some patterns, and then start focusing on that the 20% in that 80-20 rule, and start implementing there. Then, weeks 2 and 3, identify those really high traffic pages, create those visual assets that some of those pages really need, start A/B testing that content, and then, build a content calendar for yourself and for your team. Pretty easy to do. You just got to get started. But I want you to understand, I'm an old man. I am literally a walking dinosaur. We do exist. I remember this. Pong. Pong was the first computer game. You put a quarter in, and a quarter is it's a little coin thing. Shit, you didn't have nothing to scan. Usually that works for you, when I'm working with Gen Z. You guys be like, yeah, I got a quarter right here. Anyway, Pong. PS6. It took over 40 years for us to go from Pong to PS6. We are in the Pong phase of AI. That's where we are right now. That's how early this is. And what took 40 years to get from here to there, at the trajectory we're on, it'll take maybe 4. To go from Pong to whatever PlayStation 6 AI is going to look like. You have got to take this shit seriously. You don't have time. Time is working against you. Well, it always works against us. Shit, I don't want the gray. But it comes. But it's coming at hyper speed now. Just think about this, where we are today versus where we are. ChatGPT came out in November of 2022. That's less than 3 years ago. You got to take this stuff seriously, man. The AI revolution will not wait. It's here. My name, John Lawson. You can find me at Colder Ice. Put that in Google, put it in ChatGPT, put it everywhere, and you'll find me. All right, I appreciate your time. Thank you very